What it do, homies? It's your boy Dave, and I'm back today. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for me to do a Metallica reaction to the Judas Kiss, but we are finally here. Okay, now, if this is your first time to my channel, I do like looking at Metallica videos with lyrics, but I couldn't find a decent looking lyric video, so I got the lyrics pulled up right here in front of me. Let's go ahead and before I say that, the Judas Kiss, right? So Judas, right, a guy who betrayed Jesus, right? So betrayal, kiss. I'm going to betray you, but also smooch you at the same time. I don't know. But let's go ahead and shut up and turn it up. Wow, these rhythms. Okay, hold on. Before we got to break some of that down. Okay, really love the way that it began, right? The way that it began, it almost kind of sound like it's like when you're watching like those horror movies or thriller movies, like you were in suspense, like din, din. And what was very also interesting was just how the rhythm changed once they started adding in the drums, right? That sound that was like somewhere around a 30 mark, right? It had a completely different kind of feeling or meaning, right, until the drums came in. Then all of a sudden it just turned into the melody, right? Because if they just kept going and kept playing it like just all these kind of weird patterns and these music stuff, but when the drums came in, it kind of gave it light. Like it's kind of crazy, like backstabbing type of music, right? That was interesting. Okay, I mean that's one hell of an intro right there. Oh my goodness, bro. Ooh, that's it. Okay. Oh. Okay, so going back up to the part where, ostracized, self-written, dead and good and buys and everything. So basically, just based off the lyrics saying, hey, when all of these things have come, when you've done all of these things and you figure out where you don't know where you're going to go, now it's time for you to turn to me, right? Everything has led you astray, right? It hasn't been fruitful for you, right? These actions have portrayed you because they weren't working, right? That's what these type of safe stuff he's saying. Self-rededicated goodbyes, twisting of the tourniquet when the pieces never fit. These things that you're trying to go through in life ain't working, right? You can't resist. That was a Judas Kiss betrayal. That's what I'm getting from that. But what's very interesting is the type of feeling that the song took when he was saying, so what now, where do I head, right? So think of the fast moving action of the music, right? Chaos, right? Which is what you can call life chaos, right? But then there's those times where we're just sitting there and we would say those things like, so what now? Where do I head? These questions sometimes are, you say it to yourself in and almost like sorrowful, you know what I mean? Like very, very sorrowful. So if they kept the fast action drumming and the music going on and said, so where now, where do I head? That gives a different type of like connotation, as if you are raging, right? Like, oh, where now, where do I head? But no, okay, they slowed it down to introduce sorrow, and then it just plunges right back into the chaos. So it's almost like there's more chaos going on than there's more than actual thought. Right? Because so what now, where do I head? That only lasts very briefly before you get plunged right into the chaos. And then all of a sudden, some type of answer comes up, and then here comes the chorus. But I am loving this direction. The weird patterns, the weird music, the drums going crazy. Like, what is going on here? All right, we go back 5 seconds. Hold on, one more thing. So that part where it goes damn, it's almost like, you know, when you getting backstabbed, right? Like you watching like a horror movie, and all of a sudden they stab you, then it's like damn, right? Damn, but this is multiple backstabs, right? So because based off what we had at the lyrics at the top, right? These are just multiple stuff that's just not working that you expected it to work, right? Multiple backstabs. Damn. Now every time you hear that note, you're just gonna be thinking of somebody being backstabbed. And it layered. They added another guitar onto that sound, as to say these things start piling up over time. Yo. So another thing is, you know, when they kind of give that rhythm change for the next part of the bow down, think of you actually having to bow down to somebody, and they sitting here and they giving you like lists of demands and stuff that you must do. At some point, that person has to take a breath to give you the next list of commands. That little not breakdown, but that little pattern and change right before the next bow down. Think of that as kind of like the last and final kind of commands that you must follow, right? Oh my God. Oh my God. All right. Okay, so the beginning of that solo, right? For some reason, I'm just sitting here thinking of like a vampire movie. I don't know, but the beginning of it just kind of gave me like the ominous vibes right before something bad's about to happen, right? And of course, in music, especially with Metallica, um, they have a lot of tension building, breaking down as well, right? Where they're really good at communicating like emotions, kind of almost controlling you like a puppeteer. Um, the way that they kind of just like the even the inclusion of the wah guitar to kind of give you those sense of screams, like like torment. You know what I mean? But when you really started shredding, right? Kind of think of that as brutal action, man. Stuff's going fire. Like it's either things are moving really fast or you're spiraling out of control. Now the fast notes, they were brutal. It almost seemed like they didn't have an end. Sometimes things could be like that. But my goodness, man, what a solo. Especially when he let those notes sustain where it's just it literally sounds like a cat is dying or something. Like somebody's wail. I mean, I know that's the point of a wah pedal, to kind of give that sound. But I'm telling you, man, just because you can play with the wah pedal don't mean that you can play with the wah pedal, man. You know what I'm saying? Whew. Okay. Went straight into the lyrics, right? Straight into it.
Recite this vow. I've become your new god now.
There it is again. It's returned. Okay, so let me tell you what that last solo just kind of done for me, right? So we get the lyrics. I've become your new God now, right? I'm your new God. It's a cause for celebration, right? Now you must do everything that now you must bow down to me. You know what I mean? That's what I pretty much got that. And that was pretty much not replicated, but kind of like not resented, but you guys presented in the solo, right? Because that sounded completely different from the one we got before. The one we got before was more of a sorrow, pain, anguish, right? And this last solo that we got was more about what you want to call acceptance, right? Going through the motions, right? Just being initiated, right? Now you must follow me. That's the type of vibes. And then the drums at the end almost had kind of like a tribal feel, right? The type of stuff where, when you being initiated and they start playing like the drums, they play a certain cadence, right? Because it's like he said, I've become your new God now. This is something new. You've been initiated. Here are the rules. This is what you need to do. Now get to work. And before you do that, let's go ahead and initiate you and brand you real quick. That's the type of, right? Okay.
Followed you from dawn of time. Whisper thoughts into your mind. Watched your towers hit the ground. Lured your children never found. Helped your kings abuse their crown. In the heart of feeble man, plant the seeds of my own
Build
plan.
up.
The strong and powerful
Here come the climax.
find a piece of me in all. Inside you also bow down. Sell your soul to me.
What a transition to the chorus.
Set you free.
Nah, see, here's the thing, man. This song is an experience, right? It's definitely got its head banging moments, but I swear to you, man, you just gotta sometimes some of the Metallica songs, you just gotta sit and just experience it, man. You just, I mean, God, okay. So, I was sitting here trying to stream what this song was about, but the last part of those lyrics really put things into perspective, right? Follow you from the dawn of time, whisper thoughts into your mind, right? So I'm sitting here thinking, all right, cool, dawn of time, Adam and Eve, whisper thoughts into your mind, made Eve bite the apple. So they either talking about sin or just simply talking about the devil, right? The type of the and not maybe not even something like that. Maybe it's just the whispers of temptation, right? The whispers of the ability to do wrong, you know? Plant the seeds of my own plan. It might just be talking about the devil, possibly. But I want to say sin, right? That's what it almost sounds like, man. This was quite the experience. I know I take a while to do these Metallica reactions, and every time I come through, I'm like, man, I sure do miss this. But this was a masterpiece. I really, really like this. That's the end of this video. If you enjoyed the content, leave a like and subscribe. Dave's out.